Hello everyone, my name is Yarnia and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today's video will be the first part of my first ever attempt at a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke with an artistic twist. The rules are listed in the description below, but put simply, only the first Pokemon of each area can be caught if a new species. If a Pokemon faints, it is dead. No items used in battle apart from held items. Pokemon levels are limited to that of the ace Pokemon of the gym leader, and battle mode must be put on set at all times. So what is this artistic twist, you might be asking yourself? Well, this Nuzlocke attempt is actually an Artlocke. Inspired by Moxie 2D and having a love for drawing and Moxie having a painful upload schedule, I felt it was only appropriate for me to try it out myself, and I would love to improve my digital drawing skills. Pokemon Ruby was actually the first ever game I ever played, yet I have never played Pokemon Emerald, so I'm excited to get into it. Start our adventure by introducing ourselves to Professor Birch. I picked the girl boss character, and I named myself Yarnia. One day I will explain. We wake up in a literal truck and liaise with Mother.
Jessica! Did you sleep with your goddamn teacher?
What?
Did you sleep with your teacher?
Mr. Wilson?
Mr. Wilson!
Anyways, we go upstairs and set the time for some reason, as if these games have a day and night cycle. Mother then calls me over to watch my emotionally unavailable father on the TV.
Does anybody care?
I then go present myself to my next door neighbour, Brendan.
What are you doing, step
For
bro?
some reason, I wanted to steal this Pokeball in his room. I make my way to get my first Pokemon. But first, I have to save this bitch-ass professor. I pick Torchic because it's my favourite and that obviously is the best reason to pick it. Even though I probably should have been more calculated and picked the starter that was more viable for a Nuzlocke. I beat the Zigzagoon and the professor is telling me how I'm my father's child or whatever. I name my Torchic Chico because obviously. Chico and I then make our way up to Route 103 to beat our step bro. Yes, I'm calling him my step bro, Brendan.
What are you doing, step bro?
We spam tackle, as does his mudkip.
Oh shit.
Beat him by a landslide. He then goes crying to Professor Birch like a pussy, and then we get some Pokeballs. The Artlocke has officially begun. We go to leave Little Root Town, but Mother has something important to say.
Little slut! With your teacher!
I head to Route 101 and catch myself a Poochyena, and I name her Bones. And in Route 103, I catch a Wingull, and I name her Bert. And in Route 102, I catch myself a Wample, and I name her White. Welcome to the team, I guess. I make it to Petalburg City to try and connect with my father, yet he instead makes me take care of this walking thing. Wally catches himself a Rolls, which is pretty rigged to me, but I digress. I then make my way to Route 104 and catch myself. I said I catch myself a Taylor, and I name him Swift, after Grammy Award-winning Swift Taylor. I don't know why, for the life of me, I could not draw a Taylor, but here you go. In Petalburg Woods, we encounter maybe the most important Pokemon to excel in this game, a Shroomish. I catch it and I name him Shallot, as I prefer them over onions. I reach Rustboro City in one piece, and I make my way to the first gym. Shallot literally carried us through the gym, wiping out all the gym trainers. Now it's time to face Roxanne. I start with Shallot and literally spam Absorb on the Geodudes. Then she sends out Nose Pass. I set up a Leech Seed and then spam Absorb to victory. Honestly, this gym is quite easy. I then head up north to Route 116, where I catch myself an Incada and name him Stripe. I enter Rust Turf Tunnel to fetch someone's dog. I beat the Aqua Grunt, and then I catch myself a Whismur who I name Larynx.
You may say.
I am then treated like a messenger boy as I have to take a letter to this man's son. We head to the house of the man with the weird dog to take a luxury ferry tour of the coast.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Fuck off, Julian McCain! C'est la vie, c'est bon, c'est bon. Chic, c'est la vie, c'est bon.
We arrive at Dewford Town and I head straight to Granite Cave, and our encounter is...
Oh shit.
an Abra. Well, anyways, I grind my team up to level 16, and Chico evolved into a Combuskin. Yeah, I don't really know what happened here. And I then head to the second gym. T-Swift was the MVP for the gym trainers. It's now time to take on Brawly. I start with T-Swift and I take the Machop down with 2 wing attacks. He then tight and I take it down with wing attack and quick attacks. Then take on Makuhita. I use wing attack and he uses bulk up. I use wing attack again and the Makuhita survives and uses vital throw.
I feel the need to say the F word now.
I'm so sorry, Swift. May you rest in power. I then send out Charlotte, set up a Leech Seed, and spam Mega Drain. Which leads us to a bittersweet victory. I am so gutted about Swift. I didn't have him very long, but I didn't think it would have a death this early. I respectfully store him in a PC box named Deaths. Well, we have to continue. I head to Granite Cave to drop off this letter to this son. He tells me his name's Steven and that he likes stones.
Does anybody care?
No!
Anyways, that's enough work for today. I need a cruise. I arrive at Slateport and head straight to Route 110 to encounter the Gulpin. I catch it and I name him Stomach. Welcome to the team. I head to the museum to talk to the professor until we are harassed by some magma grunts, which Charlotte sorts both of them out. Continuing on to Route 110, we run into our stepbro, Brendan again. He sends out his Lombre, and I send out Stomach. I use Sludge and poison it. Brendan then switches into his Marshtomp. I land a Sludge and successfully poison it. I then switch into Charlotte to get it down to low health. He then switches into his Slugma and I switch into Burt. He uses Yawn, and Burt lands a water gun before falling asleep. Burt wakes up only after a few turns of being asleep and takes down the Slugma with a water gun. Brendan then sends out Lombre and I send out Stomach. After 2 turns of flinching to Astonish, I land a Sludge and take it down. Brendan then sends out his Marshtomp, who falls immediately after taking poison damage. We finally make it to Marvel City in one piece, where we can finally get another encounter. In Route 117, I catch an Illumise and name her Lucky.
I'm alive.
I then go through the gym challenge where our yummy Charlotte evolves into a Breloom. These evolution drawings aren't incredibly successful, I must say. Okay, time to take on Watson. I start off with Stomach for some reason, and I just keep out using Sludge whilst Watson's Voltorb is literally handing my ass to me. What am I doing? I literally can't even defend myself at this point. I finally switch to Charlotte and take the Voltorb down with a Muck Punch. Electrike next, and I take it down with 3 Muck Punches after being paralysed. I switch to Chico to take on the Magneton, which I take down with a few Embers. I then switch to a paralysed Shallot to take on Watson's Manectric. Using Mach Punch, Leech Seed, and Mega Drain. And thankfully, Leech Seed takes down the Manectric. Thankfully, we had no deaths from this gym. We really needed all the members we can get. Well, I'm so sorry, Swift. Rest in peace. You were the only Pokemon we lost because I was being bloody stupid. Please forgive me. Well, that's the end of part 1 of my first Artlocke. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed creating it. I hope to post the next video next weekend or the weekend after. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to keep up with the Emerald Artlocke and my activities. Share the video around. Show your friends. Show the person to your left. Maybe even show your dog. Unless the person to your left is your dog, then show your neighbour. Or whatever, I won't know. You can follow me on my Twitter and my Twitch. I hope to start streaming once I have more of an audience. Maybe I'll draw on stream or play some games. I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, that's enough of me. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and I hope to see you all soon.